Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Are you just checking it to make sure it's working?
What?
Oh, hey, Virginia.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
I think maybe Kim just unmuted ourselves. I think we're live, so What's that noise? Hello, guys, and welcome to the Online Pants Optional Show with the Pinhook. We do this show every single Thursday, and we're so excited that you've come to join in. My name is Natalie Varkey. I'm your host, and I'm excited to get started. So if you're a new viewer to the show, grab a drink, grab a snack. We do this show at 8 o'clock and again at 9 o'clock, and we have a really funny lineup. I'm really excited about the lineup. We have someone coming in from New York. We have someone coming in from Georgia. We have North Carolina comedians. And that's super cool for me as a host because I've lived in all those places. Cool for me. I actually was brought up in Georgia, Snellville, Georgia, and then I moved to North Carolina. So for me, it's a real rags to rags kind of story. Story of a woman who was poor and continued to be poor in another southern state. Just fun. I am tuning in live from Durham. If you're watching in Durham, it's been a fun couple days, right? We've had nonstop rain, really good for morale. But the rain has been pretty good for me personally, because I was personally having a lot of good days and I had lost my will to die. So thank God. It has been getting pretty bad though. I've started putting alarms on my phone, for when I disassociate randomly throughout the day. And that has helped me really stay focused on staying in my room. And people keep telling me that I should, create some sort of routine. That routine is important during this time. And so I've started a routine. My routine personally is that every morning I wake up and I scream. I hate my life. I scream it I scream it really, really loud every single morning. I've created this really great routine. I'm kidding. I don't scream that. I promise. I don't scream it. I whisper it because I have roommates and I'm not rude. So I have done that. I just really hope that when we come out of this, we just understand that bras are not essential workers. They are not necessary because I will never wear one again. I don't think. I think that's just a thing of the past. And post quarantine, I'm kind of concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty concerned about how we reintegrate into society. I'm not ready. I just think this is just a thought that male authors are going to come out of this using far too many adjectives to describe how wet women's eyes are. I just think that the masks are just taking away from smiles, and they don't talk about much else. And I also, this is just a tip, something I'm going to do, but I think that when we come out of quarantine, personally, I am going to initiate sex with You've Got to Pay the Troll Toll. I think that would be fun. I think that will keep it hot and sexy. And so if you want to use that, that's a free one for you all. But I do miss stand-up. I have loved hosting these shows. This is actually our 17th live show, which is pretty crazy. 17 is also the number of years that have been taken away from my life during this time. And but I do miss stand-up. I miss live comedy. I miss it a lot. The biggest thing I miss is all the great shows that I used to get to do. Like one time I did a show at the mall, and I got at Sephora before the show, and that was really fun. And another time I did a show, and as I was walking up to the mic, a woman grabbed my arm because she thought I was her waitress. And I wasn't even offended. I wasn't offended. I was kind of proud that she thought I was hot enough to be a waitress. And so I miss these tender moments from comedy. I've been spending a lot of time just trying to think about like what I can do. I've been thinking about reading. Maybe I should read. I have my childhood Bible. And do you guys think Like I won't, but I've been thinking about it. And the coolest thing about this Bible is I was looking through it, and one fun find I found was in second grade, I drew my own interpretation of Secret Squirrel. And my mother made me kneel in the living room for 2 hours because of that. So that was a fun memory to just go back and think about. But yeah, I did grow up really, really Catholic. And I had like all these weird rules growing up. And like recently, I actually signed a lease to get my own apartment, which is kind of exciting. So I'm going to have my own place, but I'm worried because I've never decorated an apartment. I've never really learned to decorate because a big rule in my house was the only thing you could have on the wall was a crucifix right above your bed, and that's it. And so I never had things on my wall. And I'm also just a rule follower, so I didn't break that rule. But my sisters, they were a little more rebellious. And I'm just going to tell you guys a quick story before I get these other comics up here. But we couldn't put things on the wall. My younger sister would not follow that rule, and she had a big crush on Justin Bieber. So she put a poster of Justin Bieber right behind her bedroom door. And that was key because as long as her door was always open, you could never see the poster behind the door. Pretty smart, pretty clever. But one day when we were at school, my mom went in our rooms to vacuum. So she had to close the door. And so she found the poster. So naturally, as she does, when we got home, she staged an intervention, which is normal, right? So she staged an intervention in the living room, and we're all there, and she's just like questioning us, and she's like, "Oh, so you guys like boys? You have boys?" And I'm just like, confused. No context. I mean, she's like immigrant from India, just like zero context. It's just like boys, and we're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so she pulls out this poster, this giant poster of Justin Bieber, and she's like, "Who is this boy from your class?" My mom thought pop stars was a boy in my younger sister's middle school class, and my sister was so psycho that she printed out a giant version of this boy and then pasted him on the wall. And mom's freaking out. She doesn't even let anyone, explain themselves. She just tears up the poster and throws it away. And she never even believed us that like Justin Bieber was a celebrity. She just was weird girls. You just have like these crushes and you put them. Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys that story. I hope you enjoyed it. And now I'm excited to start bringing up comedians who are coming in near and wide. And our first comedian is a local. She has been with Eyes Up Here since the very beginning. Fun fact, this year is our 5-year anniversary, which is so exciting. Our last show in March, our last live show marked our 5-year anniversary. And Virginia Wallace has been here since the very first show. So everybody give it up for Virginia.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
So I've decided to follow a recent trend in comedy where you talk about the worst things in your life and then pretend that they're funny. So I'm going to talk about the quarantine. First of all, like we saw the protesters like complaining like, "Oh, we want haircuts," and like I also haven't been able to go and get my hair done, but I'm not stupid, so I cut my hair myself. I used a beard trimmer, actually a bikini trimmer, but that's like what they call girl beard trimmers. But, came out pretty well. And using a bikini trimmer though to cut your hair is fun, but like it's dangerous because if you accidentally slip and go shave your head, then to fix it you have to get a merkin. I downloaded some sound effects. That was a rim shot. Because these no feedback things, I guess we have a little bit of feedback, but it's tough. And I'm gonna make it louder. So anyway, I haven't been using my bikini trimmer for my bikini area lately anyway, because I haven't seen my boyfriend in 71 days. This quarantine. Like, he's a doctor and he's really serious about germs. So he's just staying over where he is, and I'm staying where I am. Like, I guess he has like some cancer patients, and he doesn't want to risk his cancer patients. So, so I'm just here, and he's over in Chapel Hill. So yeah, so it's been a long time since I've seen him. And then I haven't seen my other boyfriend for 79 days. His wife is very serious about germs. No, it's cool with the wife. She knows about it. Usually it's all good, but like with the quarantine, all of a sudden she's like, oh, I don't know if you should drive around and go see people and do what we do. I don't know. So and I thought I was like, I thought I was okay because I figured it would just be like for a little while, but then my because my first boyfriend, I don't know. I knew I wasn't going to see him for forever because he's really awkward, and I think he's enjoying the lack of social interaction. So I knew he was out. But the second one, I thought, oh, it's going to be a couple months, and then I'll see him again. And then he sent me this text message where he said something like, oh, what if I don't get to touch you again for years? Oh my God, is he going to wait till there's a cure? What the fuck? I cried for 6 days after that. So I did a sad trombone. It's sad. I was really sad. And I don't know. It's just, I was sad. So at first, I tried to talk him into breaking quarantine, but I guess, eventually it was like, since his wife is the one letting me see him in the first place, I had to respect her decision. So what I did next is just like what I do whenever I get mad at my boyfriend. I download a bunch of dating apps. So crazy usually. Like these guys, like they're nuts. Like all of them, I'm like, well, I can't just let you come over. I need to meet you first. We need to meet for coffee or something before you can come over. But now they're like, oh, but all the coffee shops are closed. So can I just come over? And then so I just deleted all the apps. Like, I mean, dating right now is insane anyway. Like, it's bad enough to worry about somebody murdering you. Now you also have to worry about getting murdered by his snot. So I've been keeping myself busy with my graph collection. I have a collection of graphs. Like they're cool. Like this one. I'm sorry, I don't know how to share a screen. Like, how does this work? Yeah, you can't see this at all. But I mean, this one shows like a speech like that Trump was giving, and then the stock market crashing while he's giving the speech, like minute by minute. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, I wish it had shared screen or something, but there's good ones. There's like the one, I don't know what this is doing, but it like goes up and up and then down. Weed maps though is like down and down and that down and then up right before the quarantine. And then there's like the stock market crashing. That's a private one I drew for my boyfriend. Private graph. Like oil going below zero. Like it's fun. But I mean, I guess it's keeps me busy. So I've had a telehealth appointment with my psychiatrist because I guess I'm not allowed to go to the office anymore because I could kill her. Sometimes not kill her, but just like infect her with viruses and she'd die. Like I would never kill my psychiatrist. Don't. She's the best, and it's anyway. But so we had a telehealth, and I'm not crazy. I swear. She wrote down I'm cured. But she sounded happy to hear that I have a dog and a cat. She said, I'm glad you have some mammals. So even though I had the mammals, like I don't know why she didn't think I was like completely fine. So it's like I barely talked about the quarantine. Like I mostly was talking about like the 2-month period before the quarantine. Like when I almost lost my job, and then I found a new job, and I moved and started the new job, and so she suggested that I come back a month earlier than I usually do, and I was just like, nope, nope. The regular amount of time, 3 months, it's fine. I'm okay. I have mammals. Thanks. Done now. Finish.
Virginia Walls, everyone. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow her on Twitter, on Instagram. And if you're just coming in live, make sure you make a donation to the Pinhook. Pinhook has been so gracious to share a stage with us for this long, and we want to keep that stage open when everything comes back up. The Venmo is the Pinhook, and they have a GoFundMe page as well. Our next comedian coming to the stage is our first comedian coming in live from Chicago. So that's pretty cool. Grace Baller is a reductress writer. And so everybody give it up for Grace.
Hi, I'm going to be doing some characters for you. Okay. Oh. Hey. Sorry, I didn't really see you there. I'm every girl in John Green's novels. You can call me Mabel though. Sorry I didn't see you. I was just kind of reading Infinite Jest, and I feel infinite. I don't have a lot of time. I'm dying. Jimmy from math won't talk to me. And also I have this horrific degenerative disease that systematically shuts down all of my organs. There goes my spleen. But I just want to make sure that you still think I'm pretty, right? I'm so sexy to you. Don't fall in love with me though. Don't fall in love with me. I know I make it really hard not to, but I'm just asking you not to. I'm a figment of your imagination. Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to love me. And when I wear stuff like these. What if I told you that I had 2 different socks on right now? You can't see them because I saved the whole feet thing for the 3rd date. But don't forget, I also subscribe to The New Yorker. I canceled my subscription after I got this tote. I'm different like that. I don't know. I'm just unique. Okay. Are you still paying attention to me though? Good. Because I know my worth and I know that I deserve a steady male gaze. Okay, so not to make you fall in love with me, but are you in the mood for a picnic? Because I happen to have this entire baguette in my tote bag. You know? Do you want some? Do you want some? It's okay if you don't like French bread. Because I also have some Sara Lee with me. I'm just accommodating like that. But it's fun if you don't want a picnic with me. I can just leave you with this bread. I can just leave it with you. So just enjoy. I'm sorry. I think I'm dying. But like, don't let this moment, my death, ruin things for you, because like it is all about you, you know? So that's my first character. And then I've got another. Head underwater, and they tell me to breathe easy for a while. The breathing gets harder, even I know that. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Gonna be famous. Yeah. No, Mom, I'm not hungry. I just want my after school snack. Like, come on. Dear Diary, I'm not the kind of girl who likes Taylor Swift, but I did buy one of her songs on iTunes today. Love Story. It just came out. Have you heard of it? I cried today. Things just make me sad. I can't believe John and Kate from John and Kate +8 are breaking up. I just finished the book Stargirl. It was so good, so good that I decided to change my name to, guess what? Stargirl. I'm going to tell my mom later. Can't wait. Apparently, there will be a movie for this book. Too bad. I wanted to be the only Stargirl. But I guess I respect all star people. I don't want to copy Stargirl. I want to have my own peculiar name. I think I will go by Junebug now. I've got to make sure my teachers know. OMG, Diary. I forgot to tell you. I saw him today. Not God, not Jesus, him. Watching a baseball game, I saw him. Oh, I used to be so chunky and dorky in second grade when we played co-ed basketball together, but not anymore. I have thinned out and I am okay looking now. I still have blue eyes and big teeth. Like I said, okay looking. Wow, he is grown now. Taller than me, muscular, dark hair, brown eyes, straight teeth. I bet we go to the same orthodontist. From the corner of my eye, I saw him smiling at me like I was a moonlight night flower. Priceless. I have thinned out and am okay looking, but nothing will compare to his smile. I loved how he sat 2 rows below us, just staring at the back of his head was good enough, and I'm sure he felt the same way. I caught him looking at me. With his straight-toothed smile, he brightened up my day. I saw him. He saw me. We brushed each other. I'm in love, and that's all that really matters. Mom, no! I don't want Sunday toast for dinner. I became a vegetarian yesterday. God!
Oh my goodness. Give it up for Grace. That was incredible. The Johnny +8 really
all that bread in that bag.
Yeah, if you don't already, follow Grace on Twitter, on Instagram, Oat Milk Forever. Great handle. Our next comic is coming in live from New York, and I have a very specific question for you, Wendy. Wendy Steiner, by the way. Wendy, how do you feel about Mary-Kate's divorce?
Oh, I used to be way better at celebrity gossip, but so I'll just tell you the truth is, like, I thought it was weird that the Olsen twins were in the tweet news recently, but I actually didn't know she was getting a divorce. So that's like an accidental drag that I'm like, I'm so chic, I don't care. I just
That's almost cooler. I'm just like, Yeah, they had cigarettes as favors as their wedding at their wedding. Like I thought it was gonna last. I really was rooting.
I did know that. I knew that there were those big fish bowls of cigarettes, and it was like a smoke-filled opium den, and that I support. I like that.
Yeah. Wendy, I'm really excited to see what you have. Go ahead and take it away.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for being here. You could have been nowhere in the world tonight, and you're here with me. I'm honored. Let's see. I have been having internet issues. Terrible time to have internet issues, but I am. Every time I try to log onto the internet, I get sad. Yeah, it's a real problem. I have been thinking about the way people choose to talk about the current situation. I think it tells you a lot about people by the vocabulary they use. I, for example, will say that we're in quarantine because I'm a candy-ass optimist. But I noticed other people will say we're in Corona times because they're like pessimistic and dramatic. And then like a final group of people will say that we're in a plandemic because they're uneducated. I tried to whip up some quarantine-related jokes that I'm going to stack in the beginning of the set. So if you don't like these, there are ones that aren't about quarantine at the end. It's like the clickbait of comedy sets. Please stay. I have been thinking about things that are just ticking me off, just upsetting me during this. And I'm not into gratitude journaling. I feel like that's been the across the board influencer advice, is that you should just be like writing out what you're thankful for. But I just like don't know how many times I can say that I'm glad I don't have children. It's just, I'm running out of ink over here. I also feel like the people who are doing the gratitude posts like have more than me. It's upsetting me. Like the influencers will kind of take this way to do like a mindfulness practice and just show off that they have a partner that they can like both bring to orgasm at the same time. I just can't. I can't hear it anymore. I am sick of your open floor plans. Please stop. I did read some advice that you should journal right now because you never know which person's diary is going to be like a historically helpful account of right now. But I'm not sure. I think I'm too petty for my diary to be helpful. I did keep a diary as a child. I completely forgot, but my dad recently found it. And at first I was upset that he read it, but he was very dramatic. He handed me my little Pachaco diary and he told me, I think you're going to be pretty proud of what you wrote in there. So I opened it up and it just said, my sister is such a bitch. Oh. She's not cool. Let's see. I have been doing green onions. You guys doing the green onion thing? Please comment with photos of your growth. I did it and I liked it. Mine are really taking off. I'm one of those people that does consider them to be like my friends, you know? I enjoy cutting them down. I was thinking about how at the beginning of quarantine, everyone was sort of catching the pattern. The brands emailing all of us and starting out their emails by being like very sympathetic for the times and trying to emotionally connect about how difficult things are, and then being like, sale, right? But I felt like people were a little hard on brands for that. I actually think we've all totally done that. Like, I don't think I'm the only one who's texted my mom trying to connect about like a friend I saw from our old neighborhood on Facebook, just so I could work into conversation that I actually want her to cut my brother from our will. Right? We've all done it, guys. I don't know. I'm in a goofy, fun mood. I'm happy. Today I had a $0 day. I don't know if you guys have been hearing about these. They're just sort of like highfalutin financial advice. A $0 day just means that all day today I did not make a single dollar. Retirement, here I come. I'm glad that there's some financial stuff I took care of before the shit hit the fan so profoundly. At the beginning of this year, right before lockdown, I had my wisdom teeth removed. I had my wisdom teeth extracted while I was on my period, which I don't really recommend. It was incredibly vivid, but it was fun, because that meant that the accidental theme of that month just became sticking cotton in my holes. Gotta keep it tight. It was interesting. I don't have a lot of experience with x-rays, but apparently when you get your teeth out, they should have a map. So I did have to get an x-ray done. And the technician is supposed to ask you if you're pregnant, but this is New York. People are busy and efficient. So my doctor just told me that I'm not pregnant, which, not the pain I expected. There's not a shot in the world for that one. It was interesting. I'm sort of not a confident person, and I found myself like being envious of how just self-assured this dude who looked at me and was like, not you, not motherhood was. So I started to wonder, like, what else could this oral surgery team tell me about myself? And actually, before they put me all the way under, they asked me if I had any other questions. And I said, am I gay? Thanks for being here. Yeah, I've been enjoying this saga. I was in my first wedding party this year. I was supposed to be. My best friend from childhood, she's had to move her wedding date 3 times now. It's like, okay, a lot of attention, we get it. But it's really fun. She just sent a new save the new date. She is very sweet. I like her boyfriend, fiance. They followed all the classic save the date tropes. They had that photo collage, of all their most expensive moments. It's like great heterosexual moments in history. They had this one photo that I think is mandatory. It's the photo where the man is sort of lifting the woman in some way. It can be like this, it can be like this, but one way or another, you have to prove that you can like support all her weight. It's like, we get it. You could easily dispose of her corpse. Point taken. I moved in with my boyfriend during quarantine, which is spicy. We've been having a lot of fun. It was hard to move at first, but we've been getting in some conversations. He recently told me that I'm too controlling, which is wild because I had not given him permission to speak. Oh man, I do try to keep it fun while we're our only other company. We try to spice things up. Nothing too crazy. A little paprika on the dick, right? Oh, sometimes I don't finish articles. We did try one thing recently. I need to stop torturing euthanized people. I really wanted us to try baby talk. I don't know if you guys do this. It's harder than I expected. Was not included in my bachelor's degree. In true style, I came in hot, right? I went first. For my baby talk, I said, "When are we gonna have a baby?" So anyway, that's been my time. I'm Wendy Steiner. Thank you guys.
Oh my goodness, give it up for Wendy. So good. Wendy, when New York is back and running, people should check out her shows. She hosts a couple of shows in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, check us out.
Yeah, and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. It's Wendy Steiner LOL, which is like the perfect handle. I'm feeling very basic now that I've heard everyone's cool handles. It's just my name. But Wendy, I got my wisdom teeth taken out in college, and my parents told me they would not pay for it. And I learned that you can get your wisdom teeth out without going under. So that's what I did. I got really cheap, and I just got those teeth knocked out awake.
No.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I did, and it was
Even
not.
laughing gas?
No laughing gas. I just said knock them out. It's so cheap,
Yeah.
though. No regret.
My first two, I did that, and when I left, I felt something on my eyebrow, and it was a little piece of bloody tooth.
No.
The only thing that sucked was afterward. I asked if I could have my teeth, because they're my teeth, and he said no, they're a biohazard. So I think that's why they're putting us under, not because we can't handle it, but because they want our teeth and they don't want people asking for their problems.
That's changed. I have my teeth because I'm old.
So they used to let you get them?
Yeah, I have them. They're in that.
They're right.
Yeah, I mean, I could go get them.
Please don't bring your teeth. But
Okay. No, but they're right in that box. And
I almost just wish you just like had them. You're like, oh, I have them. I'm really excited for our last comedian for hour one. It's Amber North. Amber actually hosts a show in Atlanta as well. And so she's gonna wow us. Amber Wow is her, or Amb Wow is her IG handle. I'm just rambling now at this point. Okay, Amber, go ahead and take it away.
Might be a little frozen.
I think it's a frozen.
Hello.
We hear you.
All right. Hey, everyone. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah.
keep going.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me, see? Okay. Awesome. You can tell that I'm the oldest person in this group, probably. I'm 58, going on 9. You kidding? You can't tell. That black girl magic. But yeah, man, I really love, shout out to Natalie and Aaron. I love the idea of Eyes Up Here. I run a show in Atlanta called Girls Night Out. It's based off the Right Girl movement. So it's allowed until after the wink. But it's funny, Eyes Up Here is funny because I have if you're a woman, any woman who's well endowed in the testicle area, I don't know about y'all, but me as a woman with big titties, I wonder, because I get a lot of people, especially being a comic, I get approached by so many different people, and I wonder, I'm like, am I really this charismatic, or is it just because I got big old titties? We'll never know. Could be both. But yeah, man, it's been a very interesting time. I think that's what everyone says. I think we need to have like a little bingo. What's the comedian bingo for? Like, all right, I fucked around, started TikTok. That's a comedian bingo. That's a life bingo. Or fucked around and I can and started OnlyFans. That's also part of bingo. Crying excessively and inexplicably also. But I've been real intrigued to see how people been, for the people out there who's been the Tinder warriors, the OkCupid lovers. Like, I've been wondering, like the thumb, yeah, I haven't we've been quarantined for so long. Words, man. But yeah, I think that it's been really interesting, like people trying to, like, how are people even trying to hit on people during this quarantine, like how they get that quarantine or that nanny. Very, very, because you can't keep say you gotta wear masks, you gotta wear gloves to give a hand job or finger, whatever you're into. You gotta put KY jelly on the like, that'll be so crazy. It's like, dang, I'm at the gynecologist again, except I asked for this. But I don't know. I've been into dating before this. I stopped that whole thing like 2-3 years ago because it was getting too sad. They do find a way. You right. They find a way. What kind of? Tell me. Is it like a tunnel of like degenerates? All like, anyways, like instead of it's like crack houses. Do they have like sad pussy houses, sad dick houses? That was more for me, really. But yeah, all these. What am I doing? I'm like, what? Am I wearing pants? Like, I feel like Teddy Riley right now, or any Instagram live. I'm like, what? Where we go? Where Erica go? She still high? Where Jill Scott at? She still drunk off that wine? That's kind of how I feel. It's cool. It's been this is my second on show, and what? Like, okay, let's all see. All right, so look, this is for my third eye. All right, I always had this condition, y'all, as a kid, where I never really slept because I was just too damn woke. So we just gonna start. I'm gonna do the rest of the show like this, so y'all know, so y'all can see my pimple because I've been stressed out. No, but because I ain't got no pain. No. So I'm a woman in my 30s. Nobody's kids. Ain't married. Fucked around and got a triple double. Every day's a good day is all I'm saying. I turned 6 months. I know I said I was 59. Y'all probably believe me, and that's fair. But no, I really turned 30, and it's people years. Not gonna lie, I constantly get hit on by little dudes. They're around 18 to 23. They be like, and it's so cute watching them try to hit on me because they'd be like, "Hey, soul sister, you want to get rid of real man?" I got snot dripping from it. And I was like, "Yo, wipe your nose. Second of all, get your dad, okay? Go get your papa. Don't worry, I'll let him watch. How else would he learn? Take a look. It's in this nook. Read these walls." Anyways, yeah. So that's kind of how I feel about that. Like, and then I don't even know if I'm really ready to have kids. Because if I do, I'm just gonna have to do what my parents did and keep on smoking and hope for the best. What's the worst that can happen? I'll be born with terminal chillness. I tell you, that baby's never gonna cry. Just gonna be like, titty milk. I'm like, shit, what's in that titty HC? But yeah, my lungs are very much like Atlanta, just full of trees of all varieties. If it's not clear by now, I kind of gave myself away putting that light bulb to my eyes. Y'all like, ooh, it's pretty red in there. All them veins. It looks like a rivers and tributaries. But yeah, man. All right. Look at me. I'm like, oh, still checking. All right, I got the light because I gave y'all too much light. So I gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to jill off before I get back on this. All right, y'all stay blessed. Peace.
Give it up for Amber North. Oh my goodness, so good. I have so many thoughts. My first thought was she was saying that are we gonna have to like wear gloves when we give hand jobs? And I actually hope hand jobs are no longer a thing.
Yeah, I agree. That's your point.
It's a handemic.
Thank you.
It's like I only started having sex in my 20s, and I feel like I just skipped that portion. So it's like just loose jobs from Natalie. Nobody needs this, and I hope no one else is good and no one has to suffer. Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes your jaw gets tired, baby.
Yeah. It's
Pandemic.
Yeah, pandemic. Yeah, just put it in.
That's brilliant.
Rather, get straight away than embarrass myself giving it. Erin is gonna tell some jokes and also do some announcements. And before I say that, make a donation to the Pinhook. Pinhook is specifically a bar that gives a stage to marginalized folks. It's queer owned. It's Durham based. It's amazing. And so donate and take it away, Erin.
Hey, thank you. I did just want to bring some attention to these bangs. I did trim them, but I didn't go crazy. You're welcome, everybody who's worried. They're still not good, but they're just out of my face. I wanted to just commit. I think this will be really fun. It's time to cut my hair. I'm just going to do it live on the internet. Y'all.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna do the rest of it tomorrow, but y'all, like I'm like this much overdue. And I know my name is Erin, but it's not Karen. I can do this at home. That was commitment. Truly, I will be chopping my hair on Instagram probably. I remember when 2019 started, there was a BuzzFeed article that was like, and this is from a year ago, I know, be brave enough to cry in public this year. And I just was like, oh, I'm the bravest person ever. And then now, and all I can think is like, well, if we're crying in public, we should probably go home. But if we're crying in public, hopefully we're all wearing masks. And then there's just like something to catch all your tears, like right there. Perfect. Just you don't even need a tissue. Just cry. Y'all, I don't feel funny all the time, but every time we watch one of these shows with Eyes Up Here on Thursday nights and Natalie and Cassie, I'm like crying, laughing in my spare bedroom. I'm just so thrilled that the pandemic can't stop us from trying to just have a little fun, to lighten up, to get together, and to continue supporting the Pinhook. Like we've had shows at the Pinhook for almost 4 years, I believe. This year will be 4 years. And I mean, that's basically since the beginning. So just know that any cash you're giving goes between the comics and the Pinhook, and we love supporting this venue. I love to pretend that my drinks are poured by Darren. Tonight I'm having seltzer. I know, I'm not even like a little tipsy. I'm totally sober to tell you all these great things and to cut my hair. Truthfully, we know that like you may be strapped, and that's okay. If you can't give, then don't give. We will be here no matter what. Next week, we have a show next Thursday, May 28th. Tune in for that. And then I did just want to tell everybody that we have an open mic this Saturday. We're doing our Everybody But You Bro open mic. It will be on Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock on Instagram. So if you can follow Eyes Up Here Com on Instagram, I will be hosting. We have 5 more slots for anybody who's queer, trans, non-binary. We're looking for you. If you can't tell, people of color to the front of the line. So we have a link on Eyes Up Here Comedy's Facebook page as well as our Instagram page. It's a Google form. You fill it out. I put you on the list. That's how that works. You can try out some bits. So if you're thinking about doing comedy or trying to get back into it or just flexing that funny muscle, I'm here to help you on Saturday afternoon. And I think outside of that, truly, I'm just going to hand it back over to Natalie and Cassidy and bring everybody back on to get our second hour going, maybe with some banter.
Where's Cassidy? She's coming, I think. There she is. Oh my goodness, Cassidy.
Who? You mean lounge singer Lacey Tremaine?
Yes, that woman. Yeah.
We get confused all the time, but she's better looking than me. Just kidding. Who could be? How are you, Natalie?
You know, I'm doing good. You believe that? You believe I'm doing well?
I cannot.
I don't either. I
know you too well.
I'm not doing well. I'm doing bad. B-A-D. I'm doing really bad, but you know.
Well, you should try this new cocktail mixture I've just come up with. I'll get you guys in on the first scoop of it. And by scoop, I mean literally, because I have just invented a new cocktail. It is 9 parts bourbon, 1 part collagen, to counteract what the bourbon will do to your skin. Keep me young, ladies. Thank you. Are y'all ready to have fun?
A little bit.
Okay.
I actually don't know who Lacey Tremaine is. Can you tell us a little bit more about who that is?
Well, I guess you've been living under a rock for the last couple of years, but Lacey Tremaine, aka this beautiful thing, is a world famous lounge singer. You know, like world famous lounge singers.
They're world famous, I've heard.
Yeah, I can name all of them. Amy Winehouse. And Lacey Tremaine.
Lacey, where are you coming in live from?
Oh, I'm traveling. I'm on the road most days, but my tour bus broke down because of heavy rains right in the edge of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. But I grew up in New Orleans.
You seem really proud of that. Lacey, you're touring right now? That seems kind of not great.
Well, I tour around so I can have different backdrops for my online shows.
Oh, that's a very specific reason to tour, so you can have different backdrops.
Well, I don't want to be in the same place every day. It starts to get boring. People won't tune in and pay me money for different shows. But it's the same show every night, Lacey Tremaine. You're always in front of tonight it looks like a green wall.
Well, Lacey, I'm going to let you go ahead and get us started and hear what you have to sing or say. I don't know what's going to go on, but I'm ready.
Well, I am excited. I am here to sing a couple songs for you guys. I am here to represent the lounge music genre, as I am the face of it, and jazz, which I clearly am also the face of. And I do want to give a quick shout out to Ryan Gosling, who saved jazz in 2016. I've been paying close attention to you guys, and I want you to know that I haven't written a goddamn thing for you. And that's because jazz is improv, baby, which means that it's intentionally bad. So I just want to go ahead and start you off with something I've been thinking on since we started talking about what we're in. So boys, take it away. Ooh. Oh. Put on your gloves so you don't get sick. If you're jonesing for a hand job in the handemic. How's that? Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm usually accompanied by my friend Sam on the piano. Sam, I know you're here somewhere, buddy, but he's at a safe distance, and we kept the keys in the car, if you know what I'm saying. I do appreciate that my band tours with me, though. I love the inspiration that we get on the road, just jamming together in new places. Today we're in Chapel Hill, and I feel like I've got a little inspiration coming on right now. There's a Sam-demic. Oh my God. Sam doesn't deserve my attention, folks. Well, I do want to go ahead and just give a devotional, a tribute to Chapel Hill. So just drop me a little rhythm here. Ooh, jazz. Chapel Hill, you reign and you have only students here. I'm so old, even though I'm only 27. That's what's like Chapel Hill. It's a beautiful town if you love dorms. What else do we have going on in the life of Lacey Tremaine these days? Well, I did a video for a fan earlier. Who does a tribute to Chapel Hill? I see these comments. You're hurting me. Oh. I did have a tribute for a fan earlier. They requested that I sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So I'll give you guys just a taste of that. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Bye-bye. You know how we like to do. Well, I know that jazz has kind of come and gone in the eyes of the popular public, but I really encourage you to reach out and experiment with the flavor of jazz. It tastes a little bit like Zapp's voodoo chips. I did see that a fan just said that they love dorms, so I think that maybe I'll just pin a little something, feeling the inspiration flow through my veins. Ooh. Jazz. Dorm room, full of happiness and gloom. All my emotions come through me so hot, but not a pot because we don't have a kitchen. Dorm room. Thank you so much. I usually am better than this, to be quite honest, but this Chapel Hill room is just sucking the life out of me like a vampire. Ooh. Do you guys remember that Spice Girls song about vamps? The lady is a vamp. That was about me. Well, I don't want to be a vampire for the vibes in this room, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to our first comic. See if she can help us pick everything up a little bit. Grace, what do you say about that, honey?
I love the vibes in the room. I'm feeling very jazzy.
Grace, you look jazzy, and you're from Chicago. Chicago is a jazz epicenter.
It is. It absolutely is. It's a fun place to be.
I will be moving there soon, and my tour should be stopping there shortly as well.
I love to hear that. I absolutely love to hear it.
I can't wait to go to places where they don't play jazz with you.
It's a fun city. There's a lot to explore. You're going to find lots of lounges to sing in everywhere.
So, Grace, I hear you write for a little thing called Reductress.
I do. Yes, I do. Funny little headlines and the occasional full article for them.
Oh, an accomplished woman. Well, don't let me steal your spotlight, honey. Everyone give it up for Grace Wallen.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was reading Infinite Jest. I'm every girl in John Green's novels. You can call me Mabel, though. You know, while reading this, like, I couldn't help but feel infinite. I'm so sorry. I don't have too much time. I'm kind of dying. You know, Jimmy from Math won't talk to me. Also, I have a horrific degenerative disease that just shuts down my organs one by one. So there goes my spleen. But you still think I'm pretty, right? Like I'm still desirable? I don't know. Don't fall in love with me. Don't. I know it's hard not to, but man, don't fall in love with me. Yeah, I play guitar too. What can't I do? I know it's hard not to be like, wow, this is my dream woman when I wear stuff like these. Like these. Bet you've never seen these before, huh? And what if I told you I was wearing 2 different socks that don't match? That's it. What if I told you? I'm not going to tell you. Gotta leave a bit up to the imagination. And like, don't forget, I'm a culture woman. I subscribe to The New Yorker. I canceled my subscription after I got this bag, but I'm not like other girls, okay? Not to force you to be in love with me or anything, but are you in the mood for a picnic? Because like if you are, I happen to have a baguette in my bag. Like maybe we could share. You know? It's French. If this isn't really your thing, it's okay. I also have Sara Lee. So really whatever's up to you. I'm an accommodating woman. So are you still there? You're still paying attention, right? Good. Because I know that I'm worth it and I know that I deserve a constant male gaze. So I mean you can have this though. It's for you. I don't need it. I'm so sorry. I think I'm dying now. But like, I just want you to know that this isn't about me. Even though I'm dying, I want you to continue on after my death, because all of this, including my whole life, is about you. So that was my first character. And move on to the second one. Head underwater, and they tell me to breathe easy for a while. The breathing gets harder, even I know that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Gonna be famous. No, Mom, I'm not hungry. Jeez, beans. Just had my after school snack. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. June 5th, 2009. Dear Diary, I'm not the kind of girl who likes Taylor Swift, but I did buy one of her songs on iTunes today. Love Story. It just came out. Have you heard of it? I cried today. Things just make me sad. I can't believe John and Kate from John and Kate Plus 8 are breaking up. I just finished the book Stargirl. It was so good that I've decided to change my name to, guess what? Stargirl. I'm going to tell my mom later. Can't wait. Apparently, there will be a movie for this book. Too bad. I wanted to be the only Stargirl. But I respect all star people. You know, I don't want to copy Stargirl. I just want to have my own peculiar name. I think I'm going to go by Junebug now. I'm going to tell my teachers. OMG Diary, I forgot to tell you. I saw him today. Not God, not Jesus, him. Watching a baseball game at the National Stadium. I saw him. I used to be so chunky and dorky in second grade when we played co-ed basketball together, but not anymore. I may have broken my guitar, but my mom will pay for that. I have thinned out now, and I'm okay looking. I have blue eyes and big teeth, but like I said, okay looking. Wow, he's grown now, taller than me, muscular. He's got dark hair and brown eyes. I bet we go to the same orthodontist. Priceless. I loved how he sat 2 rows below us, just staring at the back of his head was good enough. I'm sure he felt the same way about me. I caught him looking at me with his straight-toothed smile. He brightened up my day. I saw him. He saw me. We brushed each other, and I'm in love, and that's all that really matters. Mom! I don't want sloppy joes. I became a vegetarian yesterday. Thank you so much. I'm Grace Baylor.
Oh, great work. Great. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Oh my God.
Great character.
I was inspired by the things you had to say and the idea of the constant male gaze. How could I ever believe it? You know, it makes me want to sing. Oh. Men. Is there anything worse? I don't think so. Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. That certainly was a pleasure. That was a pleasure, Grace. Thank you so much. For sharing it with us. I think that that performance was turtles all the way down, if you ask me. Well, we're gonna get back on our tour bus and leave one big city and head straight to another. We're gonna drive down to the hot, dirty South and talk to my friend Amber North. How are you, Amber?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well as well. And sorry, I know we're not actually friends, but I think that we really could be.
Yeah, totally. Why not? Diversity's rad. Synergy. Piano key.
Amber, as an Atlanta native, where do you like? What's your favorite speakeasy in town? There's
literally there's one speakeasy that's still going. It's the Royal Peacock, and it's all kinds of stuff there. I'm pretty sure that's where Martin Luther King met up with his hoes. You didn't hear that from me though.
Amber, I'll tell you real quick.
Hey, no.
There's another speakeasy in Atlanta that I used to frequent. Well, I don't know if it's still around, but I used to frequent it. It's in a barbecue shop behind a bookshelf.
Oh yeah, that was the name of the open night called It was called Speakeasy, yeah, and it was in the Speakeasy on Edgewood. Yeah, I love that place.
That's a real thing.
I actually live down the street from it.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a rad-tastic scene. It really is behind a bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
Like Batman, like doot, 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 doot. It's cool. Or like that scene from Atlanta. If you saw the show Atlanta.
Love that show. That's jazz, baby. That's jazz. You know, I got a question for you.
That's some shredding, some gnar, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Now we're moving out of jazz and into jazzcore, which combines the two worlds. And I think that they're both pretty good, but jazzcore is a little rough and tumble for me. Amber's just hanging.
Jazzcore? That's seriously a thing?
No.
Yeah, but
Amber, you're frozen, but you look real chill about it.
Yeah. What should I do? Should I rebrowse? I kind of like this still of me. As long as y'all can hear me.
We can hear you. I think you look great. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. What do you say, Grace?
I mean, it's a hang ten profile. I want people to remember me, and I have my zit all in natural. It's cool, man. People don't need to see me move, man. They seen enough.
All right. Well, I
move like Axl Rose, anyways.
I'll let you take it over then, Amber. Maybe you'll come unstuck, or maybe you'll just be frozen and we'll have to let it go.
Yeah, we'll just have to let it go. Look at that. That just looks so weird.
We all stay on the screen. What do we want to do?
I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna rebrowse and then make it awkward. This is already awkward. Let's just rebrowse. I'm gonna refresh.
Okay.
Maybe
I'll just fill the space, you know. Every time we do improv in this world, sometimes things go a little wrong, folks. That's what happens when you don't plan ahead of time. That's jazz, baby. That's jazz. And you know, sometimes you need to just slow things down. You need a key change.
All right.
Well,
Cool.
like we finally got our groove back. So take it away, Amber.
Yeah. I had to go back to Jamaica and get my groove back. That's wild, man. I was like, hey, what in your pants, man? Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm really bad at accent. It's like, what are we doing here? That's German. That's my German. That's specifically Christoph Waltz and Glorious Bastards. Imagine me drinking some milk and saying really terrifying shit while people's lives is crazy. But no, that's thank y'all for letting me refresh. Leave it to the oldest and known person in the group to keep it weird. You know, that's what I'm here for. My website actually is amberisweird.com. Check it out. You'll see even more weird shit and wish you hadn't. You're like, God damn, this is fucking all right. This is what I asked for. You know what's crazy? Aaron mentioned it a little bit earlier about the name Karen. And I'm like, when did Karen? Because I thought Karens were cool with a K. And most Karens don't smoke cool. Karen. It's so fucked up because I'm going to end his name because I got my old name for real. It's fucked up, man. I wake up with panic attacks, just like goddamn, PTSD just for memories. But no, man, it's kind of crazy because I do have a resume name, which means I get phone calls from job interviews I didn't even take. They're like, yes, Amber North, you're hired. I'm like, thanks, NASA. Get our asses to space. But ain't no funding, so ain't nobody going up there unless you're like that idiot, that dude from Blink 182. I didn't say, I took back idiot because I'm sure we got fans. But what I was, because he's clearly not an idiot, actually. I was like, wait a minute, the Blink 182 dude is actually what? Did you hear about that? I'll wait. But seriously, yeah, the dude, he had like the lip piercings. That guy, he ended up like giving UFO footage to NASA, and they used that. And like, yo, this is it. And I'm like, what is this? What is life? We're already in weird times. Why not make it weirder? But I mean, who would have thought that? Who would have thought pop punk would have saved NASA? Man, what? So you telling me Alkaline Trio is gonna come back and be like, look, man, we got this pandemic under control. Or Boxcar. Well, wait, no, Bowling for Soup. They go. It's like, look, got 80 million surgical masks just out of nowhere. Here you go. Like, who's gonna save us? It's crazy. Things to think about. Things to ponder. If it's a name, I'll let you know. No, but I have been in it for, let's see, living here for, good Lord, 14 years now. And I moved here from Nashville, Tennessee. And that's where they wear J. Crew suits with cowboy boots. And their racism is, the racism is greeted with a smile. So you're like kind of confused. It's like, oh, I'm this, but I'm that. Oh, it looks like I'm frozen again. All right, so the rest of this portion is just going to be singing Madonna from the album Ray of Light, starting with the first single, Frozen. You only see what you... Just kidding. No one needs that. We don't need to be reminded of that tragedy. That was bad times. It was like, wait a minute, Madonna, did we really want you to wear? I mean, what's going on? But yeah, it's like, Madonna, why you trying to look like everybody babushka? What you doing, girl? Madonna, what you doing? Madonna Rama trauma. She was cool for like 5 seconds. Madonna. I'm not sure if I like adopting African kids, Madonna. I don't know if I want to knock off Wakanda salute with Madonna right now. It's kind of weird for everybody, You're right. Shit does get weird during the pandemic. You might have to use your third hand. I'm a female comedian, so clearly I have a cat, and she's in her. I mean, holler if you hear me. Let's call spades a spade. It's okay. I love that game. Let's play. We got plenty. But yeah, my cat. Not only is she's full of toot, as they are, and her name is James Spader, specifically from Pretty in Pink. So she wears white Lacoste cardigans and just judges me for everything. Calls me fat, no matter how hard I try. She's like, "Fuck you, you're fat and you're boring." I'm like, "Damn, I just fed you. All right, I just did that play style. All right." And she's like, "Bored." I'm like, ugh. And she's in her teenage phase too. It's over. Over, Ben. So yeah, I don't know what's going on anymore. Call me Tally. I am now a towel that's high. Who can tell? I mean, but yeah, I'm about to get that. It's about time for me to wrap it up again. Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget to wrap it up. You know, during this pandemic, when you out there trying to get some quarantine and some pandemic punani, do what you gotta do. We ain't gonna judge you. And wear them gloves for them. You know what I said? Wear them gloves for the hand jobs, the blow jobs. Wear dental dam. wear a hazmat suit. You know, wear socks for your foot jobs. Hey man, everybody's doing their thing. Anyways, it's been a pleasure, you all. Y'all stay blessed. Thank y'all. Have a great night.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you. I hope you look just like that the next time we hang out at a speakeasy. Look for you. Wendy, I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm done talking to you. It's not your turn yet. Virginia.
Actually, my name is Clarissa Twatsburg.
Clarissa Twatsburg?
I'm a 100-year-old sex therapist.
Oh my God, Clarissa, you helped me so much in my youth.
I'm so glad. I take public health very seriously, and I've enjoyed these frank discussions of gloves and the pandemic so far.
Clarissa, I have a question for you. Is it appropriate to ask it here in front of everybody?
Yes.
Okay. What happens when a baby is made?
When a baby is made, the way that works is first you have to find a man and a woman who are the proper age and fertility, and then you need to get the man aroused, and then you take his penis.
No. Okay, I have a follow-up question. How can I do it without a minute?
Done yet? The baby wasn't even started.
I know. I just need it without the man.
Oh, well then you can go. There's these certain business establishments where the man leaves his deposit, and you can pick out his sperm out of a book, and then the doctor will insert that in your body to make a child.
You make it sound like the bulk bins at a Whole Foods.
It's call a spade a spade.
Do you just dip a ladle in? Well, Clarissa, I'm very excited to hear what you have to teach us tonight as a woman who is inexperienced in the loving arts. I'm sure I don't look it, though. I really could stand to learn a thing or two here tonight. So please, Clarissa, take us away.
All right, I'm happy to. As I mentioned, I'm a 100-year-old sex therapist, which things have changed a lot since when I first started. Like, for instance, flappers were called that because of the sound their labia made when dancing. Now, we didn't have sex ed, so we learned from farm animals.
Oh my gosh.
In addition to doggy style, we had cow style, piggy style, and chicken style. Although a young man was often confused when looking for his bride's cloaca. Back in my day, we didn't use prophylactics. We douched with Listerine. In fact, oral sex was invented by trying to not waste mouthwash. Back in my day, we didn't have antibiotics. If you caught the clap, you had to cut your penis off. Clap is the sound of someone chopping his own penis off, actually. Clap, clap. clap. Those were dark days. Now, back when I was young, people asked me, were there gay people? And yes, there were, but gay meant happy. And happy meant you put your penis in another man's anus. People have also asked me, did you call 69ing back then? We did not. We did not have that many numbers. So we could not enjoy that position. We would occasionally 50 each other, but it wasn't the same. There was no AIDS or abortion back then, so vaudevillians joked mainly about pubic lice. Also, back in my day, premature ejaculation was called ejaculation because it was earlier. We used buttermilk as lubricant. It was delicious. Back in my day, we didn't refer to the taint in polite society. No, that is so coarse. We always called it the tisn't because it tisn't the genitals and it tisn't the anus. I don't have any more jokes, but if you could ask me some more questions, I would love to answer your anything you want to know. Okay, so how does 150? All right, 15. It's like you basically you lay naked next to each other for 50 days. And if you can make it to day 50, then you are allowed to become man and wife.
Is that a common law marriage?
Well, common law marriage is just people who live together for a certain amount of time who it's shorter now. Now it's 7 years, but back then I believe it was actually yes, 50 days. You know, I forgot that was where that came from. Yeah, I'm 100. Very old.
Thank you so much, Clitorissa.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed it.
Wonderful lesson. We learned so much tonight.
I'm so confused.
I'm here to teach.
I laughed so hard I cried. Is it okay with everyone in the room if I have a moment of sincerity?
Yes.
Okay, I just needed everyone's permission before we go to our last comic. I do want to say I'm very excited that Clarissa and her good friend Virginia have been a part of the Eyes Up Here journey. And I appreciate Virginia endlessly. And about a year ago, when I started comedy, I saw her do Clarissa, one of the first open mics I ever went to. And when she got done, I was like, how do you do a character? And you know what she did? She sat down and she earnestly talked to me about it. And it was so helpful and kind. And I am eternally grateful for your part in my journey as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I don't have anything like that to say about our next comic, but I am excited to bring her up. So everyone, welcome from New York, our friend, Wendy Steiner. What, Wendy, how are you?
Hey, hi guys.
Great big
Yeah. I'm just so impressed when people do characters. I feel like, you know, some people have like 2 families in different houses, or they live a double life. I'm living like 1/4 of a life, but it's
I just make up characters based on all the things that I don't have. So that's why I have family in my character.
imagination. I don't have that in my generation. Okay, come on now, come on. In this economy, dreams. Oh man, I love the technology that makes this stuff possible. It's really awesome. I feel like these Zoom shows are just like the closest thing to my college brownouts that I can experience while sober. Like, sometimes I miss like a whole 15 minutes. I'll never have it back. You know, there's photos of it happening, but like I'm not here. Lots of fun. I was saying before, I'm in high spirits because I had a $0 day today. I don't know. I read this on the financial blogs. I don't know if people are talking about it, but $0 day just means that all day I did not make a single dollar. I'm thriving, absolutely thriving. I spent a lot of money at the beginning of the year. I got my wisdom teeth removed. I had 2 teeth taken out actually while I was on my period. Take a drink, female comic talking about her period. I'll fight you if you don't like it. I did have my wisdom teeth taken out while I was on my period, which made the accidental theme of that week sticking cotton in my holes. Vivid, very vivid. I do have a history of having like close relationships with my dental peeps. I used to have a big crush on my dentist, actually. I just thought he was very sweet. He was sort of like an awkward guy, kind of shy. We even had like a will they, won't they moment one time. He dropped a cotton ball on my boobs. You know, a little awkward, a little touchy, you know, because in order to pick up the cotton ball, he had to like stop fingering me. Right. Crazy. I've been getting really overly excited for every time I get mail now. I'm like, bills, yeah. But I got something good today. I got a save the date from a friend. This couple that I really like sent me that photo collage, save the date. It has pictures of all of their most expensive moments. It's very sweet. They have a photo in Central Park where the man is sort of like lifting the woman, just sort of proving that he can bear all of her weight. You know, it's like, we get it. You could easily dispose of her body. Got it. But it's nice to have plans. You know, I was walking by the AT&T store just like, yes, there's so many options for ways to commit my money and time. I feel like right now, my only plan is that I've been holding on to a Diva cup that's too big. But the great thing about life is like, if a Diva cup's too big now, it's just, it's going to fit one day, right? Just gonna fit there. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Diva cup sizes are just really confusing. They're just like a size 1 and a size 2. And the box actually says it's for women over 30 or who have had vaginal births. And I was like, whoa, I'm not mature enough to put this in my Parker. I can't do it. I don't know. But it's fun. Like, a lot of people are dreading their 30th birthday, but I'm really excited because when I hit that day, I'll be able to save $39. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. I got the Diva cup for free, which is an added bonus. I don't even know if I really want to save the world some cotton, or I just love saving money this much. I got it at when I used to work at a feminist publication because they would get sent a bunch of free stuff. So I have kind of like too much feminist stuff. Like I got pencils, I got t-shirts, I got genital warts, right? It's a lot. But I do. It's almost like I have so much feminist stuff around my apartment that everyone looks at me like, were you a fucking bitch to women in high school? Why are you apologizing so much? And yes, I was. People are layered. I think it's funny how hard we went on feminist stuff. We got so excited with the screen printing in 2016, and I was right there holding the pink ink, like, do it, bitches. I really worry, about like the existing physical footprint of all that stuff. I just have these visions of like year 2050, we're in the poorest country in the world. Some little boy has to wear a shirt that just says, eat pussy. He's going to be a cool guy. I don't know. Talking about all the hand job stuff was really making me laugh because I always felt like in 2016 pre-election, I felt like everyone was going to have anal sex. Like it was very on the table. It wasn't hard to get. It was like, we're all opened up and we're going to like be doing this. But then I feel like when the election happened, we were like, nope. I feel like the guillotine just freaking shot down on that. But I feel like after this quarantine, like hand jobs are just out too, right? I just feel like there's less chess pieces on the table and we're all just going to be 50-day mouth kissing. I'm excited. I've been spending a lot of time with my boyfriend. Really excited to talk to you guys. I'm really talking to my own face right now, which I do for about 3 to 4 hours every day. It's my simple practice. But I'm so glad you're here because you're not him. I was talking to him today. OnlyFans, what's up? I was talking to him. And my boyfriend mentioned to me that I'm too controlling, which is crazy because I had not planned on him even speaking. I was like, get back in your cage, sweetheart, you're tripping. Oh. We have fun though, we do. I try. I was trying to spice things up recently. Nothing crazy, a little paprika on the dick, right? Don't try it, it'll fuck up your sheets. Sometimes I don't finish articles. No, we have fun. I had this good idea recently. I thought it was going to be smart and fun for us to watch porn together. Because I was trying to get us in a fight. It kind of worked. I think porn's interesting. I don't watch it that much. I think because like the kind I like, it's hard to find. I don't think there's a name for it, but I can describe it. I like when there's a woman in the scene and she's like, yeah. But then there's a dude there too, and he is also totally like, yeah. But having to be my favorite type of porn was kind of an awkward realization for me because what it made me understand is that my true sexual fantasy is just one man and one woman enthusiastically agreeing. Just don't see it in real life. I like to imagine that before they started filming, the director was like, do you guys agree that a man and a woman deserve equal pay for equal work? And both of them were just like, yeah. Oh, man. Do you guys have sex dreams? I have sex dreams. One of my sex dreams is to have sex with someone who owns a suit. No, I have a lot of sex dreams. I can't help it. Sex dreams are like porn you did not choose. It's always really interesting. I had one lucid dream where I realized I am a certified perv because the first thing I did in my lucid dream, or like the dreams where you have some agency and control over what you do within the dream world, is I tried to make Lil Wayne appear and kiss him. So that's just the truth. There's nothing more to that story. I do think I wasted a sex dream recently. Because I kind of think of sex dreams as like your one chance to cheat on your partner without having to deal with like the ethics or badness of that. It's like get out of cheat free card. But in my sex dream recently, I was masturbating. It was just me watching me. It was horrific. Ooh, I don't know if you guys know this, but the budget on a sex dream is substantial. I could have had anything, and I just had my twin bedroom with 2 roommates. It was horrifying. But still, I have been telling my boyfriend weird things. It's like a little game we play. I recently admitted to him that I have a crush on his dad. Did you guys know you can say anything you want at any time? It's your choice. I am cooped. I'm crazy in the head because I did think he was going to be like oddly flattered. I convinced myself that this was like my way of telling him, since he looks like his dad, that I'm in this long term, right? I'm in it for the long haul. He did not see it that way. He is a sweet boyfriend. He's a really nice guy, and he was like, okay, we can talk about this on stage, but if you could do me one favor, maybe you could just like make sure my dad never hears this joke. And I was like, totally. Oh, why do you think he's like into me or what's up? No leads yet. I do feel bad. He has not yet appeared in a sex dream, but I do wonder, feels like an eventuality now, right? But like I said, I don't think it's cheating. I think it's like you're one way out. You guys might be familiar with this phrase that I did make up. I'm not a creep if I am asleep, right? We all say that. It's a common practice. Or there's one more you may have heard. You can't be mad if I lick your dad. On my team. I think that's my time, you guys. Thanks for listening to me. It's really nice of you.
So much, Wendy. Your set then reminded me of something I was just telling Natalie yesterday. That's a true story.
What was it again?
That I once made out with a boyfriend at the time's mother. In my defense, she was very hot.
I still don't even believe this story. I feel like I blacked it out because I was like, there's no way. How?
I did. She initiated it. I just made a joke. I was like, if you don't stop flirting with me, I'm going to come over there and kiss you. And she said, oh, yeah? And then she kissed me.
Okay.
Hot. It was better than all 2.5 years of kisses from her son.
I've never even kissed my mother. So.
What?
Cassidy. Wow, everyone's so freaking funny tonight. Amazing. And
right.
if you haven't already, you should definitely follow all these funny people on Twitter, on Instagram. Follow Cassidy as well. Don't follow me. I'm not a good time. Follow Erin. So great.
Natalie is currently teaching me how to use social media. So if I seem good on it, you can thank her for all of my progress.
I have these weird tricks and antics if you want to know them.
I do want to remind everybody that Eyes Up Here and the Pinhook would love your support and love to be able to support our comics thanks to you guys. So if you laughed, please tip with your wallets. Venmo us at the Pinhook. Find us on GoFundMe/F/Pinhook. Donate, and then everybody wins.
And also leave a comment for a comic. We love seeing what you liked, what you thought was funny, and I've been going through the comments, and it's fun to see like just phrases that we say that helps us get better. And we do this every single week, so you should definitely keep coming. We've had over 50, right, Erin? 50 comedians from across the U.S. so far, and we're going to keep having more. And we're going to have some exciting things coming up. You're going to see more characters from Cassidy. Maybe I will get creative. No promises. I'll become a character. Maybe I'll be Cassidy in the next week. What if let's do each other's sets, Cassidy? We'll talk about this later. But
we will be celebrating Pride in June. If we're having online shows, North Carolina may reopen, but we're planning on being online. So y'all tune in.
Mm-hmm. I don't want us to leave before I finish off the night with something I promised, which was to serenade my sweet friends Erin and Natalie, and to serenade the Pinhook. And so, all you others just watch. Give me a beat, boys. Ooh, I like that. A little soulful. If you like to sing, if you like to dance, If you like girls or boys, or it doesn't matter what's in anybody's pants, go to the Pinhook. Inclusive space for everyone. Keep it alive.
Nope.
And now, my final act. Natalie! Natalie! Notice me! Natalie! I didn't have any rhymes to go with it. That was just a plea.
That was a proposal, right? We're getting married now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time in my schedule, so maybe next pandemic we meet up.
What is it always with
I'm
me?
ordained. I'm ready.
She could do it right here in this call.
I will for tax purposes if you're ready. I need some extra cash. I heard we get some benefits from somewhere.
We'll talk. We'll set up a Zoom call with a fancy lace border.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Love it.
Well, thank you all so much. Please donate. Please find Pinhook online. GoFundMe. Venmo.
1 second. Let me take a screenshot of the screen so we have a photo. So everyone do their fun face, silly face, whatever you want. 1, 2, 3, click. All right, I have it. Okay, that's our show. Donate. Come back next week. Thank you, guys, and have a great night.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Fun show. Thanks, Kim.